Maputu. It feels like a completely different country, this bustling city of 1 million people. The country is now democracy, but the remnants of a long communist history are ever present. Avenues with surprising names, from the former North Korean leader to the father of the doctrine. Founded by the Portuguese, Maputu has nonetheless retained traces of its colonial past, seen in the town hall or the central station. Today, Maputu is the economic heart of Mozambique. Far away from the war zones, the city attracts talent from all over the country, like Ricky, a young fashion designer.
Peça vestido com o detalhe, o vestido túnica. Yes, Maputu is very creative. It's very creative. It just needs to be more united. Before coming to Maputu, I explored all over Mozambique, traveling, looking for opportunities to launch my brand. And then in the end, I ended up in Maputu for opportunities. So we end up, all creative minds end up meeting in Maputu.
Like Ricky, in Maputo, there is a whole middle class that enjoys a certain lifestyle. Young, urban, modern. The opposite of the model that the Shabaabs were trying to impose in the north. The country can finally take a breath. The jihadists were successfully repelled by the Rwandan Army. Rwanda, accustomed to peacekeeping missions in Africa, has offered its assistance to a government powerless to deal with the threat. 2,000 trained and well-equipped soldiers were deployed to Cabo Delgado. For Rwanda, their hope is to gain political influence and ultimately economic benefits. On the tarmac in Pemba, a Russian-designed Mi-17 helicopter is ready to take off. Heading straight to the conflict zone, we were able to exceptionally board to join the Rwandan troops. Northbound, it's less than an hour's flight before landing in Total City, as it's called here, a huge camp built by a French company and evacuated at the time of the ISIS offensive. The 2,000-meter track is brand new and highly secured. The oil giant's facilities have remained intact and are now used as a base camp for the Rwandan Army.
All of it. It was a very big project.
Yeah, it's a very big project. We just stay here to help them secure the security here.
Here, the company Total was thinking big, very big. 16 billion euros to exploit a gas deposit considered the most promising in Africa. But while global demand has never been so high since the war in Ukraine, everything is now at a standstill. Yet 5,000 billion cubic meters of gas are waiting to be extracted in this ultra-modern infrastructure camp. For some months now, Rwandan officers have been taking their meals in the oil giant's dining hall. Of the 3,000 people who used to work for Total Energies on the site, only a handful remain. They maintain the site. And had several close encounters.
When we come to start to open it now, yeah, a lot of things, sometimes, these people, some make the rush. Sometimes we are walking, then we go outside, we take our bag, and Shabaab. So now.
A return to calm made possible by the presence of the Rwandan army. But not far from here, the jihadist danger is still present.
As they were defeated in their main strongholds, they are now in the They have formed the insurgents now. They shift now to insurgents. So they are terrorists, but they can see weak points. The insurgents cannot go away overnight.
Lieutenant Colonel Ntazina will accompany us today. With his men, he is in charge of the Palma Sector, some 20 kilometers from the camp. He only travels in a convoy. The area was badly hit by the fighting. Here, hundreds of civilians have been killed by the jihadists. The Rwandan intervention drove out ISIS. The army claims to have killed more than 100 insurgents and to have lost 4 men. For the past few weeks, the region has been slowly coming back to life.
Safe, as you see, now the police can manage to control the situation here. Going back to their homes, they are doing their business, as you will see down there. Everything, the life has come. The life has come.
Reassured by the patrols, the inhabitants regain confidence to return. Some 7,000 people are reported to have moved back to the city of Palma. Like many others, Atumane fled the jihadists. After several days hiding in the forest, he took refuge in Pemba.
Voltei a mês passado. Acho agora parece tá pouco normal. A gente anda de noite até 19 horas, às 20 horas, mas não chega coisa às 22 horas. O militar está a proibir. Que está a proibir é ruandês, não andar meia-noite de noite.
Not quite back to normal yet, as the enemy is not easy to fight.
Fighting terrorists is not easy. Terrorists are terrorists. I would say they are not there to reserve their life. They don't think about life. So that makes the war, it makes it complicated. Yeah, because they don't think of their life. But it's not easy. I would say it's tough.
As soon as they leave the city, it becomes more dangerous. Retreating into the bush, the jihadists still pose a threat.
Where the enemy is trying to concentrate, coming downward, going up, this is where we expect much of the enemy may attack from.
Islamic State fighters are less than 20 kilometers away. To avoid any ambush, the Rwandans are on permanent alert.
We have to be all the time. That's why we said we are always on the move. We are always trying to gather information so that we can be ahead of the enemy.
To show that you are here.
To show that we are here and we ensure the security of the citizens as they turn.
To reassure the population, the Rwandans are on all fronts. In Cabo Delgado, they also carry out police operations.
Ce sont les voleurs qui volent les fils électriques. Et alors, ils vont dans des maisons et sur les fils électriques, ils coupent, ils enlèvent la couverture et ils vont vendre ça. C'est pourquoi on les arrête souvent. Ça fait partie de notre mission pour renforcer la police locale. Quand ils nous voient, ils s'enfuient. C'est pourquoi ils laissent même son moto.
The copper thief didn't get far by foot. Commander Julius's men have just arrested him. A Rwandan officer is first to question him.
Unatoka wapi na pikipiki yako?
Tunatoka hapa Manguna. Manguna.
Unatoka Manguna? Hapa nabeba nini?
Ile pale shaba.
Shaba? Naitoa wapi?
Hii sio zangu wenyewe wale kule kuna mwenyewe.
Wenyewe wale?
Kwa Kionga.
Hapana. Ni wa moja wapo wao. Abangao nao ni muhagarike we. Nawe ni bazi.
Kaa chini.
The men will be handed over to the local police. Commander Julius can resume his patrol. In the 6 months they have been here, Rwandan soldiers and police have earned a nickname. They are now called Majeshi Makali, very strong men in Swahili. Thanks to them, hope is reborn in the city. but peace remains fragile. The withdrawal of the Rwandan contingent is not on the agenda, and there are still hundreds of thousands of refugees in Mozambique. In the summer of 2020, at the height of the jihadist offensive, a total of 800,000 people fled from the north,